Hi guys. Welcome to our channel Celebs Flame. First of all, we want to thank you for all your great support and enthusiasm in your comments. We really appreciate your feedback and would like to ask you for some more content you'd like to see to make it as much enjoyable as possible. Thank you. And now, in this video today we'll be going through the cast of Pretty Woman Then and Now. So let's get started. We can't believe that it has already been 32 years since Pretty Woman arrived into our lives. More than 3 decades after its release in 1990, Pretty Woman is still one of the most beloved romantic comedies of all time. But did you know that Pretty Woman was initially called $3,000, and was much darker? In fact, the character of Vivian was supposed to be addicted to drugs. In one scene, she is confronted by her dealers, and Edward has to save her. And the original ending saw Edward throw Vivian out of his car along with the money he owed her. $3,000 was supposed to be a comment on Los Angeles' prostitution scene in the late 80s and early 90s. Thank goodness this didn't happen. Can you imagine Pretty Woman without Julia Roberts or Richard Gere? It's absurd to even try. Outrageous as it may sound, these two weren't actually the first choices for the film. Al Pacino was initially offered the role of Edward Lewis. Meg Ryan was offered the role of Vivian, but she turned it down. Kim Basinger, Michelle Pfeiffer and Sarah Jessica Parker were also offered the part before Julia. The film almost happened without Julia Roberts and Richard Gere entirely. However, Julia, who played Vivian, was 22 at the time of filming the movie. And now, she is 54 years old. Who couldn't love Vivian Ward? She's a straightforward and strong-willed young woman who knows how to drive a stick and looks great even with that distractingly stiff wig on. She's also a sex worker, which no doubt had some influence on her personality, giving her experiences that would make her wise beyond her years. Playing a sex worker was a first for Roberts, a relatively new actress at the time, and it was definitely a risk career-wise. But it was the film that saw Julia Roberts become America's sweetheart. Did you know that Julia Roberts had a body double? In Pretty Woman there were in fact several scenes where Vivian was not played by Julia Roberts. And also Roberts doesn't appear in the movie posters, only her head is seen. Famous Hollywood body double Shelley Michelle was used and Julia's head was superimposed onto her body. Julia Roberts began working in the show business over 30 years ago. Roberts has since appeared in over 50 films, and in the last couple of years, she leaped to TV by starring on the first season of the Amazon series Homecoming. After landing smaller roles throughout the 1980s, Roberts' career exploded when audiences fell for her in Pretty Woman. The movie earned a reported $285 million worldwide, and Roberts won her second Golden Globe Award for Best Actress and earned an Oscar nomination for the role. 2000 Julia Roberts became the first woman to earn a $20 million paycheck for her role in Erin Brockovich, and has earned an Oscar. She has won an Academy Award, a BAFTA Award, 3 Golden Globes, and a Screen Actors Guild Award among other honors. Richard Gere, who played Edward Lewis, was 40 at the time of filming the movie. And now, he is 72 years old. It was his 1980 role in American Gigolo that really gave his career a boost. But in 1990, Richard snagged the role he is most famous for, playing Edward Lewis in the romantic comedy movie Pretty Woman. His on-screen chemistry with Julia Roberts translated into a friendship that has spanned more than 3 decades. Who could forget the iconic piano scene? Well, Richard Gere was actually playing the piano. In fact, he composed the piece of music that he played. Why did Richard Gere stop acting? Though he maintains a low profile, he still has a fan base that respects his work, but there was a time when Gere was a persona non grata at the Oscars and in China. Richard Gere was banned from the Oscars, as he brought up controversial politics to the stage. In 1993, Gere drew the ire of the Academy when he used his time on stage to criticize the Chinese government. He was at the ceremony as a presenter and chose to speak about Tibet while at the podium. Gere's actions led to an Oscars ban that lasted for years, and he didn't return to the stage until 2013 when he presented an award with his Chicago castmates. During that period of exile, he continued to speak out on behalf of Tibet and other international causes. Richard has many passions outside of acting, one of them being collecting photographs. Richard owns a hotel. He has his hand in the hospitality business. Richard and his friend Russell Hernandez purchased an 1860 property at Westchester, New York, and renovated it to become a luxury inn. The property boasts 8 bedrooms, a Zen garden, 2 restaurants and a wedding ceremony space. Richard established a close bond with Robert Thurman, the father of Kill Bill actress Uma Thurman. The pair both practiced Buddhism and founded the non-profit Tibet House US in 1987. Laura San Giacomo, who played Kit DeLuca, was 27 at the time of filming the movie. And now, she is 59 years old. San Giacomo played Vivian's best friend. She introduced Vivian to prostitution and helped her to get back on her feet. Kit looked out for her friend and warned her against too good to be true guys like Edward Lewis. San Giacomo's breakthrough role came as Andie MacDowell's sister in Sex, Lies and Videotape. She was nominated for a Golden Globe for her role. She has had quite a television career since Pretty Woman. The actress starred in the NBC sitcom Just Shoot Me from 1997 until 2003. The actress then scored one of her biggest roles to date as Maya Gallo in Just Shoot Me. The NBC sitcom ran for 7 seasons, and she was nominated for a Golden Globe in 1999 for her role. She also appeared in Veronica Mars, Hot in Cleveland, and in Plain Sight. Most recently, San Giacomo played Holly Hunter's best friend Retta in Saving Grace. Hector Elizondo was 52 at the time of filming the movie. And now, he is 85 years old. Elizondo plays Barney Thompson, the hotel manager. Thompson initially clashes with Vivian over her presence in the hotel, but soon befriends her, setting her up with someone to help buy her nicer clothes and teaching her proper etiquette. He even nudges Edward toward chasing after Vivian in the end. You may not remember Barney's name, but his part in Vivian and Edward's love story is invaluable. Hector Elizondo has this problem. Ever since Pretty Woman, the mega-hit comedy in which he played an all-knowing hotel manager, Elizondo gets cast only as the nice guy. I can't play them anymore, he says, they won't let me because people love me. He has starred in 68 movies in total, 40 since Pretty Woman was released. He is known for playing Philip Waters in the television series Chicago Hope and Ed Alsate in the television series Last Man Standing. Jason Alexander, who played Philip Stuckey, was 30 at the time of filming the movie. And now, he is 62 years old. Philip Stuckey was the money-obsessed boorish lawyer who represents Edward Lewis. In one scene, Stuckey especially demonstrates his brutality by assaulting Vivian Ward. He is reflecting on the movie role that caused people to hate him. In an interview he said, "I was known around the world as the bad guy who tried to rape Julia Roberts, so women hated me. I would walk down the street and women would say mean things to me." The actor also joked that he wasn't director Gary Marshall's first choice for the part. He added, "I had auditioned for him, he was very sweet. He basically said, 'You are too young. You're too baby-faced. You're too little.' There were other people he tried to get and I don't know why, but they couldn't make a deal. I got the part because they couldn't make a deal with the actor they wanted and they were desperate." Although best known for his award-winning, 9-year stunt as the now iconic George Costanza on Seinfeld, Jason Alexander has achieved international recognition for a career noted for its extraordinary diversity. He has worked extensively as an actor, writer, director, composer, producer and teacher of acting. Thanks for watching. For more such videos, please subscribe to our channel.